Hey everyone, I'm Gael, and for this video I'd like to talk about a subject that matters a lot to me these times, which is how to enjoy your job. I don't have a huge work experience, just about 3 years total, including my internships, but I feel like I already learned quite a lot and I'd like to share my experience. So first, why is this important? I've heard people say, you have to go to work anyway, no matter how you like it, it's how it is. But wait, in your entire life, you're gonna spend about 10 full years doing your job. You don't want to spend 10 years of your life doing something you don't like, right? So if you're not currently happy with your job, guess what? You can make things change. The first and maybe the most important way to improve your job experience is pretty basic. Be expressive. I am pretty sure that almost all the problems that you can ever face started from miscommunication. For example, one of my coworkers was a little bit upset because our boss kept coming in the open space and interrupting him for irrelevant reasons. He was quite frustrated and he complained, but he didn't tell the boss, so it just never stopped. These kinds of situations happen all the time. Some things bothers you and make your day less productive. You can't enjoy it as you would like. To solve the problem, just talk about it. Well, sure, I don't think your boss would be pleased to hear, "Would you please stop bothering me while I'm trying to do my job?" Nope, that won't work. You've got to first make sure you really understand why the thing that bothers you happened. Then, just explain how it affects you and try to find solutions. If you tell things clearly and show that you just want to make things better in the common interest of the company, you will find solution. If that doesn't work, no problem. Keep on trying, find a better approach. Maybe you have more information now to better explain your problem. Don't get me wrong, being expressive doesn't mean just telling when things are wrong. It also means showing that you're aware of the good things. For example, one of the interns in my company really appreciated when I spent some time helping him on technical issues and solving problems. But at some point, I felt like he didn't need me anymore. So I gave him more responsibilities to solve the problems on his own. This actually was a bad idea and it didn't really work out the way I thought. The guy thought I didn't care about him anymore. I couldn't know this was so important to him because he just didn't tell me. In software programming, we call that a regression. This can also happen to people, so to prevent it, give feedback. Talk about what's important to you. Be expressive because people can't read your mind. Why did you delete this code? I thought you would just move it to another file. Well, I thought you would read my mind and know what I meant by "we don't need this here anymore." Well, I was obviously wrong, and next time I'll do my best to better describe my expectation. I think we all agree that I can't blame the guy for not reading my mind here. So don't blame people when they don't read yours either. My next point is trust people. Is there anything more frustrating than not being trusted? To do your job in the best conditions, you need space, you need responsibilities. But trust is a two-way process. You can't just ask someone to trust you and you have it. Best way to show that you can be trusted? Trust others first. You will have responsibilities when you will have proved that you are reliable. Show people that you trust them. You know they are dedicated to do the things right and you are too. They should naturally trust you back because they will feel you are here for the same reasons as they are. Another way of proving you are dedicated to your job, make things happen. If there's anything you really care about that's not directly related to your position, just do it. Don't wait for someone else to do the things that matters to you. When things go wrong, you will often hear people say, "I did my part of the job, can't put the blame on me." You are a team. Make things happen. Help people. Their problems are your problems. You should do whatever you can to help things get better. At this point, you may think it's easy to say, harder in practice, it won't work, it's already lost. Try, experiment, fail, try again. Do everything you can to make things happen before saying that they won't. This leads me to the next point, focus on the good things. The world isn't exactly as you would like. People can have a different vision. Sometimes you just won't agree. For example, there was this guy that one day decided that he wanted to go for a tennis session and he asked me to join him. It was a really nice idea and I appreciated it, but I just couldn't because I had other plans. The guy went nuts. He couldn't understand why I wouldn't want to go have some good times. He kept asking me and he refused to let go. This is a perfect example When you want something fair, you have a good reason and you're right for wanting to do some sport after work. But it just doesn't work the way you would like, so you have to accept it. The best way to do this, learn to enjoy the things that you have. In this case, your teammates are willing to spend some off time with you. You can just do this another day. This applies to any situation when you feel frustrated about something. Just make a list of the good things you have. It will help you put things in perspective. Then, build with your strength. Start by identifying what makes your job a good place to work. For example, in our offices, we have plenty of different spaces we can go to work. But the main open space dedicated to our department sometimes feels cold and there are no windows, so we may feel uncomfortable working there. We cannot change this. The building is built this way. There are not much we can do to improve this. However, because there are plenty of other places free to anyone in the offices, I can just move to another place and work wherever I feel better. This is an obvious strength of my workplace, and I can find plenty of ways just with this one to improve my overall work days. This always applies. Find what makes your day better and build on this to make it even better. Okay, let me sum up a little bit. Enjoying your job is crucial. To do this, first, be expressive. Say it when something is wrong and say it when something is good. It will prevent most problems caused by misunderstandings. Then, trust people. Best way to be trusted is to trust people first. That will show you are all here for the same reasons. Next, make things happen. If something is important to you, just do it. Try, experiment, learn, try again. Then focus on the good things. Some things just can't be changed. Don't make them the center of your attention and focus on the goods your day have to offer. Finally, build with your strengths. Identify what makes your job cool and build on this to make it even better. Okay, you now have everything you need to enjoy your job. Now you do, spread the word. Help others enjoy it too. You gotta trust me. Feeling your coworkers are dedicated to do their job, it makes your job the best one in the world. One last thing. If you feel some people are disengaged and don't want to improve things, don't focus on them. Keep up with your values and try to show that they work, that you like your job, so that is possible. Now I would love to hear from you. Do you enjoy your job? Why? What do you do to make it a better place? If you don't agree with me, please tell me also. I'd love to hear from your experience. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.